Hey Michael, it's Devin again. Thanks for speaking to me on the phone earlier. In this quick video, I'm going to give you 3 simple tips you can easily follow so you can start beating Lawnsmith. Because if you look up roofing DFW, these guys show up right at the top. There's a ton of business that comes with being there, and I'm going to show you how they did it so you can do it yourself. Now you're probably wondering why I would even make this video for you, and it's really simple. I found out a little while ago there's lots of roofers that are just so busy running their business, they don't have the time to learn how to make the internet bring them more customers. And the only thing stopping them from hiring somebody to help them is they don't know who is an expert and who's not. So what I started doing was creating these attack plans and just giving them away for free. Now, lots of people just take this information and do it themselves, and that's awesome. But some people call me back and say, Devin, I like you. I just don't have the time to do this. Can you do it for me? Whatever you want to do with this information is totally okay with me. My only goal is to educate you and help you make a lot of money. I'm going to talk to you about 3 quick things today: content, backlinks, and citations. First off, though, you have a beautiful looking website. I love the fact that this is obviously not a stock photo. I live in Flower Mound myself, so I recognize the DFW style houses. This is obviously a legitimate image. You've got trust building reviews right at the top, an image of your team right at the top. So from a design point of view, you guys did a fantastic job. Now, what Google mostly cares about when it comes to ranking your website is content, which is all this stuff that you can read on your website. The average website on the front page of Google has right around 1,500 words of content. And if I copy all of yours and I paste it into this word counter, you can see you have 587. Now, if I go over to Lawnsmith here, you can see that they have 1,055. So once you get yourself up to 1,500 words, you're going to blow them out of the water. Plus, you're going to give yourself room to fit in more keywords. A keyword is a phrase somebody commonly types into Google to find your business. And so I found you guys were obviously looking for, DFW style keywords. So I looked some up for you. DFW roofing, 250 people search that every month. Roofing DFW, 200 people search that every month. DFW roofing pro, 150 people search that every month. So imagine if you showed up number 1 for those 3 keywords alone. That would be 600 people every single month that want to purchase roofing in DFW that would see you first on Google. Imagine how that would change your business. So you want to make sure you have keywords like that inside of your content. If I go and I search here, you can see roofing DFW. It shows up 0 times on your homepage. So you want to make sure you fit those keywords in there. And I would put it right at the top, like, we provide the roofing DFW homeowners love. That way you can fit the keyword in there somewhere like that. So that's my first tip for you regarding content. Oh, one more actually. You can save your images as keywords. So you can save this as roofing DFW as well. And that'll also help you rank for that keyword. Okay, so that's my first tip. My next tip for you is called backlinks. A backlink is when another website is linking to your website, driving traffic to your website. This is important because Google's kind of like a popularity contest. They want to see a bunch of trustworthy, relevant websites vouching for your website. Keep in mind, though, like I said, they want to see trustworthy, relevant websites. So you're going to get a lot more power if you have other roofing and construction companies linking to you versus having like Pizza Hut linking to you. Google knows you're not a pizza company. And so the tool that I use to check out backlinks is called Ahrefs. It is a paid tool. You don't need to use it. There's plenty of free tools out there. But it says you currently have 50 websites linking to you. If we go over to Lawnsmith, these guys have 330 linking to them. If I were in your shoes, I would just copy the websites linking to Lawnsmith, because if these 330 are good enough to rank them, then they're good enough to rank you too. So I would go one by one to each of these 330 websites the same way they did and put a link on each website back to my own. And a lot of times it's really simple. Like, for example, Angie. You go here, you create a profile, put a link in your profile back to your website. That's simple. You've got a backlink. So it's really simple. It just takes a little bit of time. But if you copy their backlinks, plus you beat them in content, those 2 tips alone are enough to get you ranked number 1 organically. But I've got one more tip for you, and that's how to show up in the map section. If you want to become number 1 in the map section, you need to have more citations than your competitors. A citation is when you list your name, your address, and your phone number in a directory. A directory is a website that allows you to list your business's information, such as like Yelp, Yext, GAF, Yellow Pages, stuff like that. If I were in your shoes, I'd figure out what directories DFW Roofing Pro was in. I'd put myself in the same exact directories and then add a bunch on top. So if DFW Roofing Pro was in 150 directories, I'd put myself in at least 300. But that is all I've got for you, Michael. I hope you found this informative and helpful. I tried to keep it short and to the point for you. As a quick recap, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 words of content on this homepage with keywords in there like roofing DFW, DFW roofing, DFW roofers, stuff like that. Then you're going to want to take the websites that are linking to Lawnsmith and get them linking back to yourself. And finally, you're going to want to put your name, address, and phone number in more directories than DFW Roofing Pro. If you follow these 3 tips, this is how you become #1 across the entire front page of Google. You're probably asking, what do I do now? You have 2 options. The first one is to take this information and do it yourself. This is a great route to go. If you decide to go this route, I recommend you get started as soon as possible. It does take time to implement this stuff, and the sooner you get started, the less catching up you have to do because your competitors are currently doing this. If you have any questions or if you want any help getting this done, give me a call at any time. My phone number is 469-352-2524. I'd be happy to hear your goals and at least give you a free attack plan on what to do next. Either way, it was great speaking to you on the phone earlier, Michael. I hope you found this video very helpful, and I hope you have an awesome week. See ya.